Hello, thanks for stopping by the MAC weather page for this Tuesday, June 7th. And you can see on the webcam this morning, we've got plenty of clouds out there, even a few sprinkles. We expect a pretty cloudy day today, and that's going to keep our temperatures down. And it's going to feel cool with the breezy conditions as well. We'll have high temperatures only in the 60s today, so it's not going to be a real warm day out there. And we'll probably repeat this for tomorrow. I think we'll have a little bit more in the way of sunshine, maybe a couple of degrees warmer in the upper 60s to around 70. And then I think we finally get into the 70s on Thursday. I think we'll jump into the 80s for Friday and Saturday, but it looks like we won't be seeing our temperatures climb up around 90. I think with the battle zone being a little farther south, I think we'll have more in the way of clouds and thunderstorms. The warm front could sneak up into far southern lower Michigan, southwest lower Michigan. So if anybody's going to get hit 90, it would be down around Three Rivers, Niles, or towards Constantine, Hillsdale, that area. But again, I think mainly 80s, and then we'll cool back just a little bit over the upcoming late in the weekend and into early next week, and then we'll warm up again. So kind of an up and down pattern, and we'll have precipitation chances because of that temperature fluctuation. You can see our normal highs are 79 today. The normal low is 54. Yesterday we had a high of 76, a low of 55 with no precipitation, but with more in the way of sunshine, we had evaporations of about 22 hundredths of an inch. If we look at the conditions around the MAC area this morning, again, mainly in the 50s, lots of cloud cover, so our temperatures are pretty consistent. And if we look at the Great Lakes, you can see our winds out of the northwest. That's going to keep our temperatures from being able to go very far up this on this Tuesday. And again, temperatures across the Great Lakes in the 50s. If we look at the better look at that wind flow, you can see not a real strong wind flow pattern, but again, with our winds coming out of the northwest, that's going to prevent our temperatures from rising a whole lot here over the next couple of days. Our next screenshot, you can see overcast conditions here along the river at Port Huron. And if we look at the soil conditions across the Great Lakes or across the MAC area, again, temperatures pretty mild, especially at the deeper levels. And as far as moisture-wise, you can see Breckenridge is still very, very dry. We still, with only just a trace amount here over the last 24 hours, we still are looking at 58 hundredths of an inch over the last 23 days. So very dry here. Now, you don't have to go too far north before you've seen some precipitation amounts over the last 7 days up around an inch. And you can see on the Doppler radar estimates, this is for the last 7 days, you can see some of the driest conditions here have been across Gratiot, Saginaw, and Shiawassee counties, and all back to the southwest a bit. Again, plenty of precipitation here across southeast lower Michigan and the Thumb. And if we look at the forecast map for today, you can see low pressure with that cold front now well off to the east, but with high pressure off to our west and it's low, we're having a pretty good strong circulation coming down right out of the north. And as we get heating of the surface, or what a little bit of heating, we have a very cold pocket of air up aloft, and that's going to allow for the development, I think, of a few showers, especially during the afternoon during the peak heating times. But again, we don't expect much in the way of quantitative precipitation here over the next 3 days. It'll be fairly dry overall. So if we look at the map for tomorrow, you can see, again, another wave pivots down around that low that's well off to the northeast. But for the most part, we'll be dominated by high pressure. And again, you can see it's off to our west, and that's going to mean for some pretty chilly nights. I think tonight we'll get down into the 40s, and probably we'll get down into the 40s as well tomorrow night. So a couple of cold, pretty cool days out there. Our normal high is well into the mid to upper 70s now, so we're going to be running about 10 degrees below normal. And then on Thursday, as we start to head towards the end of the week, we're going to see that high pressure system move off to the south and east. That's going to allow for a return flow of a little bit more in the way of moisture, but certainly some warmer temperatures. We finally get into the 70s on Thursday after the day today and tomorrow with highs only in the mid 60s to around 70. We'll get into the 70s on Thursday. We'll get into the 80s on Friday and Saturday, and we'll increase our chances for a few thunderstorms also as we get into that period. Over the next 7 days, you can see plenty of precipitation around a half inch to 3/4 an inch, maybe even up to an inch across far south lower Michigan. West Michigan, and you can see the battle zone will be from the upper Midwest into the Ohio Valley. High pressure is going to try to prevent a lot of that warm air from getting into the region. It's going to be very warm, but increasingly looking like a little more in the way of precipitation out in parts of the Corn Belt, so that's good news for them. If we look at the next shot, you can see the chances as we get into Friday, Saturday. we could still be looking at a potential decent chance for severe thunderstorms. Again, this is 5 days out, so when you issue something like this 5 days out, that means confidence is reasonably good that we could expect some severe weather, and so we'll continue to monitor that here over the next couple of days. Thanks for stopping by and have a great day, and 73s to all.